Here's a virtual tour of my office, my working space, where I'm going to spend most of the summer working on books. I love looking at people's office spaces. My room is actually the smallest room in the house, aside from, I think, one of the bathrooms. But I was kind of wandering around here, and you can see where I'm sitting when I'm working on my books. I have a large bulletin board with the maps and lots of junk pinned to it. Here's my desk. I use a big screen when I'm working. It's a little better on the eyes. You might be wondering what that background is. It's actually Jungle Hunters, which is the British edition of Cryptid Hunters. I'm not sure why they changed its name. When I'm working on a book, as a lot of you know, I work by hand in a Moleskine, little notebook with a pen, and I print relatively neatly so I can read it later. Let's see. Oh, I also have an iPad. That's a new acquisition. It's pretty fun to write on, actually. It's working pretty well, so I do use that once in a while too, as well as my computer. And there are the famous Bose noise cancellation headphones connected to an iTouch. Sometimes if it gets noisier, I will use them to kind of block out the sound. And of course there are books. There are books all over our house. These are the books on my desk. These are the ones that I'm kind of currently using. There's a huge stack of Moleskines. Some of them already filled up and ready to be transcribed into the computer. Here's one of my favorite things. This is a architectural drawing of a wolf, life size. I've had this for, wow, probably 20 years, and it's been in every working space I've occupied. And over in this corner we have, shockingly, more books and some little oddities up on top. Like that's a Bigfoot that I got in China when I was speaking. They made Bigfoot dolls. Interesting. Some awards up there. I'll talk about those in a minute. The books in this case are the books that I'm kind of currently using for projects. Downstairs there's like 2,000 more books. Most of those are out of print, and they're kind of research books that we kind of hang on to. There's a printer. Oddly enough, I don't really use a printer much anymore. When I put my books or transcribe my books into a computer, pretty much everything's done electronically now. I very rarely print them out anymore. There's an IQ pillow. These are just things that I've gotten from school visits. The famous IQ poster. And that book on the right is coming out in a little less than 3 weeks. That's IQ, Book 2, The White House. So that'll be fun. But as you can see, it's kind of a cluttered office. A lot of stuff around. It does have a view. Kind of a jungly kind of a view out the front window. Another spare desk. More laptops, in case you need like 3 or 4. I have a bunch of them, I'm not sure why. And over on this wall, we have some awards. My books have won. Awards are great. Here's how I use them. If I am having a tough day writing, I'll turn around and look at the awards in order to prove to myself that I can actually write a book, and a book that other people really like. This is my, see if we can get this in here. This is my recliner. I sometimes take naps in this recliner, not very often, but once in a while I'll do that. It's a great place to lay. Oh, speaking of chairs, here's the other chairs. For those who want to be writers, you should get a chair, a very comfortable chair, and spend some money on it, because you're going to spend a good deal of your life with your gluteus maximus in this chair. So it should be comfortable and should be good support, but not too comfortable. You don't want to fall asleep in it. And we're about done with the tour. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is an odd thing. Oh, this is a poster from France. One of my books was on the list, Zaxley. And this above that is, something that Marie picked up in Alaska. And I'll close the door here and go full circle. Photographs of some of my books, nonfiction books. And then we have this really kind of cool elephant picture on the back of my door, topped off by a stuffed pterodactyl. Everybody should have one of those over their doors. And that's my office. This is where I spend my time, or the majority of my time.